What's cracking? This is a little bit of a different video. As you probably noticed, I'm in a different setting. This might end up being the setting for most of my future synth reviews, guitar reviews, that kind of deal, because I'm not at my house right now. This is actually at my grandparents' place. I have this room to myself to do what I will with, make synth reviews, make guitar reviews, whatever I want. Quick disclaimer on that, on the future thing, there is going to probably be one very special, exciting review that is not going to be happening in this room. Just because when I get it, I will be getting it at my house and I won't really have time to come here to shoot the video for it. So I will be shooting that at kind of the setting where all my previous reviews and stuff were. But for now, I am here, and this is different because this is not necessarily a music-oriented video, although it could take a turn, I really don't know. Once I explain it, it'll make sense. I've been out of high school for a couple of years now. My sophomore year, I had an AP physics teacher who, for a random project at the end of the year, had us write a letter to our future selves. At least I think it was my physics teacher. I'm like 99% sure. Kind of the premise was like, ask your future self some questions. Yeah, whatever you want to say to your future self. And there wasn't like a set date for us to receive this letter, so we kind of had no idea when we were gonna get these. It could have been 1 year in the future, it could have been 20 years in the future. So here I am, 4.5 years later, and we are going to read what my sophomore self had to say to me. I did open this letter, and one of the first things that I noticed about it is that, like, I think in all caps I wrote, "Don't read this unless you're in front of a camera recording this for YouTube." So I stopped there and I put it back in the envelope, so I didn't read any of the rest of it. I guess I was pretty smart doing that. Let's read this. It starts out fantastic. This already sounds pretentious. "Dear wonderful future, in parentheses, me, how are you? Because I'm great. I bet you are. I have to do a shower curtain project for world history, which sucks." Oh, I remember that. That did suck. But besides that, I'm great. So, okay, I'm already interrupting myself. The shower curtain project was basically, we had to get a shower curtain, like an actual fabric shower curtain, and plot out into different sections the entire history of the modern world. Like basically all the way from like just before humans to now. It wouldn't have been so bad if I hadn't waited until like 3 days before to do the whole thing, but that was kind of my style. I was the kid in high school who waited until the very last minute and put in like 60% effort on like most things, and still got like a B or an A just because, I don't know, I was cracked, I guess. I think there were only a few exceptions to that, and that was like my artsy classes, like digital media and small ensembles, because I actually liked those classes, and English class, because especially like my junior and senior year English classes, because I really liked those. I think those were really fun. And I guess statistics as well, because that was a fun class. Yeah, I was that kid. Probably the really annoying kid. You're like, how can he possibly be doing decently if he does not care at all? That really kicked in my senior year. I got senioritis like hard. That's when I started wearing sweatpants. Next paragraph. I'm proud of my accomplishments. It's May 21st, 2018, and I just released a single on my birthday. And I have made some amazing music recently. Oh, I bet you have. I just made a song called Realistic, and it's amazing. Trust me, I'm not even gonna show you. I know exactly which song this is mentioning, and it's not that good. So I'm not even gonna show it just because I don't want to. Because I don't, actually no, not because I don't want to, because I don't think you should have to experience that. Right now, you probably look at my music and say, oh, that's pretty good, and I think I want it to stay that way. So we're not gonna show that. Anyways, I have mostly good grades. I'm doing well. Mostly is in parentheses as well. That was referring back to what I was just talking about, being the kid who slacks off and still gets decent grades. That's what I'm referring to. You must, upon the first reading of this letter, shut up, I know you read it already. Stop. Read it live on YouTube. this isn't really live, this is in front of a camera, it's the same thing. Now for some Q&A. Oh boy, looks like I have 10 questions that I asked myself. These are I have no idea what these are. I haven't read these yet, obviously, so they're gonna be interesting. Question number 1, what year is it? How old are you? I honestly don't know what year it is. It's COVID year something? Just kidding, it's 2022, I know that. And I am 20 years old. Question number 2, what do you do for a living / job? You know what, I'm gonna be real honest here. My past self would be very proud of myself for this, because what I do for a living is I work at a music store. And not just any music store, I work at a local music store owned by friends of my parents. And I've been going to that music store for like 2 decades. So basically my whole life. So I think my past self would be proud. Also, I make music, but nobody really makes music for a living, so I'm gonna just say I work at a music store. Question number 3, do you have a family? No. Oh, this was 2018, so this was before I realized I was ace. Ooh, yeah, that turned out well. No, I do not, and I don't plan on having one. We're gonna see how that turns out in 4 years. Probably gonna be the same answer. Question number 4, how's YouTube? You know what? It's doing great. Look at me right now. I'm recording for my like 300 something subscribers. I honestly didn't think I would get that far. Not gonna lie. I'm doing pretty good, all right? Some of my videos have like thousands of views. That's all I could ask for. Honestly, people are finding my stuff helpful. I am like on my road to monetization. We're doing all right. Life is okay. So YouTube is good, that's what I'm saying. How's music? Probably about the same answer. Obviously not making money off of it. I think I've made like, I'll be completely transparent here, $85 off of everything. I can check my DistroKid just to make sure, and I'll put like a screen grab of that right here, but I'm pretty sure it's like $85. So it's music. I mean, that's how music goes. But yeah, I mean, I have Pulsar Glitch. This letter was written before I was Pulsar Glitch. So I guess it's doing better than it was back then. But I guess I'm also Gaia, and I'm also working on some Dobe stuff with my dad, and I'm working on another project that's like a Latin punk metal band that I'm the drummer for. And obviously, I work at a music store, so music is good. I'm gonna say music is good. Music is great. Question number 6. Mars? I don't know, as a society, I feel like we're getting closer and closer, especially with the rate at which we are polluting and making our planet unlivable. We are going to have to explore other options. So Mars? Probably soon, but not right now. But we'll see what Elon has to say about that. I mean, question number 7, PC building. Oh, this is a fun question because in 2018, I didn't have my PC building business. I guess I haven't really done much with that recently, but I guess starting in 2019, at the beginning of my senior year, or maybe at the kind of middle or end of the summer leading into my senior year, I started a PC building business where I built computers for people like way cheaper than pre-builts, and I still do sometimes. I want to do it more. I have the will to do it. Computer parts have been so expensive recently. I mean, maybe not recently, but within the past like year or two. Recently, they're actually pretty reasonable. If you're watching this and you want a computer, hit me up. I build computers. I don't think I've actually like put out a statement saying that on this channel, so yeah, I do that. That's a thing. Hit me up. Fias@pulsarglitch.com. Email me. Message me on Instagram, whatever. 8, meme status. When you bottom text. I think that's what we're saying right now. Either that or when she's a 10 but she plays Phoenix in Valorant. Gamer jokes. 9, current setup. Okay, are we talking synthesizers or computers? Because I can rant on about both. On my computer, I have a Ryzen 9 5900X, an RTX 3060 Ti, and 32 gigs of RAM, and like 1.5 terabytes of like all NVMe SSD storage. I got like water cooling and like tons of fans and whatnot. I got like a 3 terabyte external hard drive for storing all my videos and projects and audio stuff. As far as the music side, I have 5 guitars, and maybe another one coming soon, and an electric bass. I have a Korg Prologue, I have a Behringer Crave, I have a Behringer Model D, I have a Moog Slim Fatty, which is sick, and review coming soon. I have a Chamber of Sounds Dronulator, I got a mixer, I got an audio interface that records anything I want, and I got like all the plugins that anyone could ever ask for. So, current setup, doing pretty well. Oh, and I guess I have a guitar amp too, that's kind of fun. I always wanted a tube amp, and my dream came true like a couple months ago when I got a 6505 mini head and like a Mesa Boogie 1x12 cab. And so I've been recording that with an SM57 for some Gaia songs that are coming up, and it sounds super good. Anyway, that's my setup. It's pretty dope. Current phone, okay, 2018 me would not have expected this because for the longest time, I was an Apple guy, I was an iPhone guy, and I kind of still am. Like, iPhones, okay, software is objectively the best. It doesn't get much better. Hardware is pretty top tier, but I think my 2018 self would be very confused and possibly even scared to know that I'm using a Google Pixel 4 right now. I've had this thing for a couple years, it's pretty dope. So really all that mattered was like the camera and that it did phone things. And honestly, like it's even better than that. Like the software is good. Like I said, I'm an iPhone guy. So to me, it feels like kind of the closest to an iPhone you're gonna get with Android. It's pretty good. The software's good, hardware's good. It's a couple of years old, but that's fine. Still runs pretty well. But yeah, I think I would have been surprised because back then I think all I cared about was performance because I did a lot of I played video games on my phone a lot. But then I learned that not everybody has free time like 24/7 and that there were better things to do than sit on your phone and play video games. At which point I started sitting on my computer and playing video games and only using my phone for like texting people and taking pictures. And this thing does obviously both of those things very well because it's a Pixel. It's literally in the name. It is a great camera. So that probably made a whole bunch of people mad, both on the Apple and the Android side. But I don't care. I use what I use and you can suck it. Anyway, that was my 10th question. That wasn't really an exciting number 10. I thought it would be like drum roll leading up to like super exciting question number 10. I mean, I kind of knocked that out really early in the list by saying like, what do you do for a living job? Like, got all the exciting stuff out of the way and then just came with some other boring questions. So actually, oh my God, there are more questions. I didn't know there was a backside, dude. What the heck? Where do you live? That's kind of a complicated question. I live at my house, unfortunately. Not because I hate living there or anything. I love my parents. They're super dope people. They encourage me to, you know, do all the things I love to do. They're great. But it's just a really far drive from like anywhere. Like even from work, it's an hour and a half. So I guess that leads into where I am staying right now, which is my grandparents' house. So that's where I stay between work days because otherwise that would be an unbearable drive doing an hour and a half each way. You know, that's 3 hours of driving a day. That would suck. So where do I live? At my house. And my grandparents' house 2 nights a week. I'm planning on moving out soon, getting my own apartment with my best friend. Hopefully by early next year, that's kind of my goal. But maybe ask me again in 4 years and it'll be the same answer and I'll still be sad. Question number 12, salary, hope you're rich. I'm not, I'm still poor. I can barely afford to buy like cymbals and drumsticks and stuff. No, in all honesty, it's probably my fault that I don't have that much money because I spend it all on gear. But to be fair, I am also reviewing that gear on this channel, which is like money investment maybe? No, because music doesn't make you any money. But yeah, it's probably my fault that I'm poor. I have gear acquisition syndrome. It's terrible. Salary? I don't know. Not much dollars a year. That is the official amount. I don't know. Now for crappy advice. Make music. Play and make video games. Don't be an idiot. Get money. All right, that is crappy advice because you know what? I was gonna make music anyway. Screw you. Play and make video games. Yeah, okay. Game development. I was way into that in 2018. Not so much. I hate programming. Basically, the only programming I do anymore is HTML for the website that I do for my job. So I designed the websites and I had to do some really basic HTML for it. So that's all the programming I do anymore. But I do play video games, like a lot. Actually, I'm about to play a video game with my friend Aaron in like 10 minutes, something like that. He's probably texting me right now saying like, why aren't you getting on Valorant? As far as the get money thing, I'm working on it, okay? I'm working extra hours this week. I gotta do a rental fare. I gotta make that money so I can spend it all on music gear and be sad. Okay, so I guess this is a wrap-up sentence. So that's it, I guess. Have fun in life. Oh, I'm having fun, all right. Be a meme. You know what? If nothing else, that's what I'm doing. I'm being a meme right now. From your past self in 2018 at age 16. Wow. That's crazy. I'm 20 now. I feel old. P.S. Oh my God, there are like 4 P.S.'s. What the heck? Text Ian, Evan, Aaron, Brent, Brian, James, and Izzy. Do it. I mean, I think I have most of those people in a group chat, like all together. That's kind of funny. I still talk to all those people. Actually, I just hung out with Ian yesterday, and Brian, and Aaron. That's crazy. That's so weird. As far as the other guys, Rin is my best friend. I text them all the time, of course. Evan, actually, I haven't texted him in a long time. I should text him. I'll text him at some point. If you're watching this, hi Evan. Izzy, she's in my group chat. You know, James, he's in my group chat. So sick, that's cool. I'm still friends with like all those people. PSS, be a meme. I know I said it already. Working on it, in progress. Successful? PSSS, play the peaceful game. Oh yeah, the game I was developing when I wanted to be a game developer, and then I realized that it was a whole bunch of work and that I didn't want to do work and I'm lazy. PSSSS. Okay, I'm done, bye. Cool, that was an experience. This has been me reading a letter from me 4 years ago. Hopefully it was interesting. It was certainly interesting to me, especially because I didn't know there was a backside to this letter. So there was more content than I was expecting. So that's kind of fun. It was kind of interesting to see what my past self was thinking of my current self, even though he didn't know when my current self would be. But, you know, it's kind of fun. We love to see it. I'm actually kind of doing what I wanted to do. Maybe not what I envisioned myself doing, but definitely what I wanted to do. Like, there's a healthy dose of new stuff, and also like, yeah, I totally thought I would be doing this. So that's kind of sweet. That was kind of sick. I like it. So yeah, thanks for watching. This has kind of been a weird video, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one, which will probably be a guitar or synth review. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and yeah, we'll see ya. Peace.